for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Kansas City.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Mahomes pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes firing complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they've proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
32-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Nothing.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Mahomes tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
To number 16.
11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Kansas City.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damiere Byrd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards on the ground. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that one will fall incomplete.
Number 35.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mahomes to throw once more. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike, check 33, 33. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mostert. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 40, the 30, 10, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
To kick off for Kansas City.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pick up at 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Mostert.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
7 yards.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
At the 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
15-yard line. That's the end of the...
Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Right there.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
On the stop. It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is the tight end Fan, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. The kick by McManus is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are in the field?
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a first down, Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
To 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throw left side, complete to Bird. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's no, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my